here we are at AIBC Malta 2023. This event has been crazy, amazing, so many people here, but I picked out Greg here and he is joining me to talk all about Stasis. So Greg, why don't you explain a little bit about your company?
Sure, so Stasis is the issuer of the largest non-dollar stablecoin called EURS. It's launched in Malta 5 years ago and now offers narrow banking infrastructure. So we onboard customers from retail space, corporate space, and provide them an account that easily can be converted between traditional fiat currencies and crypto. Also, it's a part of the central banking infrastructure, so it's very safe and regardless of what happens tomorrow, customers will always have their money collateralized.
Okay, wait, so you're on all of the exchanges then currently, or?
Not on all of the exchanges. The project was bootstrapped, so we never had any external investors. We had some partners who helped us initially, but now it's the biggest non-dollar product around and the most efficient on and off ramp on the market.
Amazing. So obviously, yeah, we have USGDT that lots of people know about. So why don't you explain a little bit about what a stable coin is to our audience that might not quite know what that is?
Sure, so stablecoin is the digital token that lives on a blockchain or different blockchains that is backed one-to-one with cash or cash equivalents. So that means government bonds and deposits in segregated accounts at banks, but most predominantly through central banks, which is quite convenient to make transactions and very, very safe.
And what is it that you're backed by in terms
We are backed by cash. At this moment in time, we are 100% backed by cash. So it's all transparent. We are the only stablecoin project in the world that's audited by a Big Four name. BDO Malta audits us. And they have access to all our accounts on a daily basis.
Wow, that's very impressive. And how are you finding people are utilizing your token?
People use it for payroll, for global remittances, for Dows, treasuries. So it's like dollar alternative that just works the way the stablecoin should be working.
Incredible. I love hearing about projects like this because it really means that the masses can utilize cryptocurrency and realize that is tied to a monetary value.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to try cryptocurrency but you're afraid of volatility or some counterparties, you should try with the EURS stablecoin because you could hardly lose any money on it. Worst case, you just sell it back to fiat, but you can have this digital representation of euro on chain. We work not just on Ethereum, but on multiple chains, and you can try tapping into the blockchain ecosystem on your own.
Yeah, which is so exciting because it's so great to get people on board and realize there's a lot less risk if you're utilizing stable coins, and they then can utilize that as a currency.
Yeah, potentially. So this is gonna be a big shift next year when MiCA regulation comes into force. Basically, it puts a nationwide blanket-wide regulation across European countries that is passportable from one country to another. So currently we are located in Malta, we're issuing out of Malta, but we cannot say advertise online because that will mean we'll have to passport our license, which will happen next year. So, and it will open up opportunity for all customers from all over the world have access to this product and know about it, because now we have very limited knowledge from the crypto community or users that such product exists because we couldn't advertise before.
So I guess really you are very pro everything being regulated in the space as well.
Exactly. This is how I started actually. I came to Malta in 2017 and I was advisor to Maltese government on the regulation of digital assets. There was an official press release about that, and then I published 2 books on regulation. When everybody was running with this ICOs, IDOs, code is law, I was doing my thing, thinking that this product should be properly regulated, properly structured to safely custody customer funds.
Ah, that's so interesting because I meet so many people and the idea of things being legalized in certain ways is quite frightening for them, but having such a positive viewpoint of that is amazing. I think this space needs it because then more people will believe, more people on board, creates a bigger industry.
Sure, because if you think about it, crypto and blockchain particularly disrupts clearing, custody and settlement. Clearing, custody and settlement, and these are the services that are historically oligopolized. For the last 100 years, humanity had been served by these services by big centralized institutions in the form of oligopoly. And now blockchain democratizes that and challenges these services, and that's why they have to be regulated. So community, so public can be comfortable using these services from not just a centralized institution, but using a public blockchain ledger.
Yeah, it's so important that everyone feels really comfortable in the space. How do you also feel about CBDCs?
CBDC will be a replacement for metal coins, something you carry in your pocket to pay for a trolley in a grocery store or for parking. They'll have a cap on the account, so let's say 300 euros or something like that. Currently, the ECB paper states the limit will be 3,000, but I believe the banking lobby will push it lower because you need to understand there is a market for commercial deposits, and you cannot break that market because banks will lose liquidity. And if you offer a counterparty that is very safe, central bank account, to everyone, immediately the money will leave commercial banks. So CBDC will be a either retail product with a cap on the account, or it will be a wholesale product which we as consumers will not see. So it's not a competitor in our field, it's just an addition to replace some paper money.
I love that viewpoint. It's very interesting because I think, so again, people are scared of taking on CBDCs because they're worried about the decentralized manner of it, but actually, as you say, there's then the options to still have the decentralization in the space, but just regulated in certain ways.
Yeah, exactly. So there'll be a commercial bank money, the same that you use today. There'll be a CBDC replacement for small amounts, for coins, paper money, and there'll be stable coins that are regulated under MiCA, which also commercially issued, but in the safest possible form.
Amazing. And Greg, you said you're located here in Malta. So why is AIBC so special here in Malta?
AIBC grew to be one of the biggest conferences. Quite amazing how organizer managed to compete with other conferences across the European Union. And it has the most participants and has the most knowledge of the public and offers a democratic platform to exchange ideas, to push products and to advertise solutions and services. So I quite enjoy the environment and vibe around AIBC.
Yeah, I mean, there's over 30,000 people here, so it's amazing for making connections, meeting amazing people, and it's just insane. Like, it's such a fun event. We're such a pleasure to have amazing people like yourself here, Greg. So thank you so much for being here at AIBC.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.